Hello everyone and welcome back to another video today. Today we are playing, as you see, the Beginner's Guide. And we will be picking up where we left off on our last videos we made of this game. So if you haven't seen those, probably check those out. Wanted the full rundown, how his name is, how it works, just the whole premise of the game. But for the people who already watched all of them, let's jump right into it. Let's choose our chapter. Let's have some fun. We start out
a lot longer than all the others for Coda to make. It was 4 months between this and the last one. That's twice as long as it took him to make any other game before this, and it's not like it's particularly complex, so I remember I found that a little strange at the time.
Seems like we're a bad stage. Maybe a concert, maybe some place. Oh, a theater, duh. Bad stage of a theater. I'm dumb. The level's tall in theater. Oh man. I'm dumb. Here's the theater lights. That made me jump. That scared me a little bit. To be honest, that made me jump. Well, what's happening with the drown? That's probably draft with the glitches. You start leaning against the wall. Oh man, where's the bathroom? What are you doing here for a little blot-shaped head? Don't ask me what I'm doing. What are you doing? I'm not dancing around. This is dancing. That's some high tense dancing there. You're happy, what? You're happy? Good for you. Happy, wise, focused, and successful. That seems like the perfect traits in a human being for like a business person. Yeah, super. Yeah, I mean, I like you. Those words fly by really fast. What? What the? Oh, so I hit a tone that bounces me, and supposedly that gives me some confidence, or some ingenuity, or something smart to say to this person, so I can actually get something of a conversation. Okay, well, I don't see the logic, but okay then. Yeah, tell me some sacrifices you had to make this far in life. Oh, so I'm supposed to not get that personal? Whoa there. This looks like the infinite mirrors illusion. Or it's like an infinite hallway, wherever it is. Where it lasts forever. That's trippy, man. That's crazy. Now, as you would see, if you watch my other videos, this lantern, light post, or you want to call it, is always relevant in these, after a certain part of the game. You have to watch the videos to find out where that happens. Oh, great, I'm trapped in a giant prison now. I feel like Tinton. I mean, like, except he wasn't wrapped in a cage, he was in, like... But I feel like that was Tinton, though. Like, behind these, like, steel bars, in front of an audience, with lights blazing on me. You know, there's an audience here, but... presumed audience. I feel like I'm Tinton. No, I'm in some sort of prison in a theater. I don't... This thing makes no sense.
The game ends with this eerie premonition of what's going to happen.
Oh, lovely. I'm in double
Coda's
person.
life. The solution to social anxiety, to fears of having to perform and having to chase success, the answer for Coda is to withdraw, to hide himself.
Well, not 3 hours offense.
Which is what
Lovely.
leads to scenarios like the stairs that slowed you down several games ago, where it just becomes harder and harder to access Coda's inner landscape.
Lovely. 4 layers of
retreating.
fence.
He just keeps backing away from possible connections to anyone other than himself. And to be honest, I didn't consider it very healthy when I first played this game. You know, it looked to me like he was trying to justify the idea of just disconnecting yourself from the world. And that wasn't what I wanted for him or for his games. Because I feel like a lot of his games are inviting me to connect with this person, to bring him closer.
Great, since there's a fence.
But what can you do? After this, Coda went off and took another 5 months to make a new game.
Must see my eyes closed. Supposedly I'm blind. Oh shoot, where'd I hit something? Oh no. Oh no! Brace! Brace for impact! Oh no, brace! Hold on! Oh shoot! We crashed into some giant magical door in the sky. Oh, start over
You should
again.
probably open your eyes if you haven't already. It's pretty much impossible to solve otherwise. And there is a solution, by the way.
I don't know what to do. Oh, that's deep.
Like I said, I was getting concerned. First off, he's never been this explicit in his work about exactly what he's thinking.
This
So
is deep.
where does
This
that
is
come from?
sad. This is.
But then, even weirder, his work has potentially stopped being an outlet for him. Not like he's having trouble iterating on ideas, but he literally just can't think of new ideas anymore. And in person, he was being a lot more distant than usual. Like, you know how sometimes a person will just deflect anything that you say in order to keep themselves disconnected all the time? It was that kind of thing. Here was the point in my relationship with Coda where I really started to wonder if he needed my help in some way.
As you see, there was that lamppost out of nowhere.
His games are going to get more desperate from here on out. After this game, it's almost 6 months before he finishes something new.
Now we're just playing now we're playing like a depressed simulator. In heaven? Now we're playing like a depressed simulator. Where he's depressed, doesn't have ideas, working too hard. He's too tough on himself. And he says nothing to think of. Sounds really depressing. Yeah, so we're playing like Depressed Simulator. I hope you enjoy Depressed Simulator. Gosh, his life seems really depressed and just really sad. He was empty. He's working too hard. He has no ideas. Tan's over here. He's depressed, he doesn't think of ideas, he's working too hard. Gosh, this life seems really unhappy in life. He seems like he seems depressed. And he can't think of any new ideas for video games. He's like, I exhausted all my ideas. Exhausted everything I can think of. I mean, like, it's basically like writer's block, I guess, for video games. He just can't think of anything. So he's depressed since he's running out of ideas for video games. So it's like writer's block for video games. That's sad.
If the last game featured Coda talking explicitly about his creative frustrations, this one turns it up to 11. Now, put yourself in my shoes playing this. Here's a friend whose work is exhibiting signs of struggle, frustration, anxiety, depression, even. And yet, still, he keeps making games. He keeps throwing himself into the grinder even when he clearly doesn't have the energy for it anymore. Why? What is it for? Because from my perspective at the time, and just what I knew of him,
yeah, that's what I thought too.
Isolated he was. He was in his own little bubble, just sitting at his computer all day, not really showing these games to anyone, not releasing them onto the internet, and so he didn't have anyone outside of himself to connect with. He had no outlet to ground himself on.
You know, if you saw my other videos of this video game, yeah, you would see that this puzzle showing up a few times, I believe, and then there's always a lever on our side of the wall. So I don't know where it is this time, and there isn't a switch on the inside either. So I don't know what they're talking about. Okay, I suppose it's automatic. It's not how you normally. Oh, here it is. I'm pretty sure it's not how it normally goes.
You can't talk yourself out of loneliness. It doesn't work that way. You can't be the one writing both the questions and the answers. Then there's no movement. Then there's no circulation. If all of your anxieties are being channeled into your work, then if the work ever fails, you have no backup and you're just going to crash.
This guy seems very depressed and anxious and sad. He's very sad about life. Is someone trying in the background? So I mean, I think I'm dating that. Like, I'm putting myself in, I'm making myself in denial. Like, I'm saying it's easy, it's fun, I have ideas, but I don't. It's just making me feel better. It's putting me in denial about my real true inner being. I'm depressed and anxious and sad and lonely, and I have no ideas in life. This is very deep. This is very sad. This is very depressing.
Seeing this game at the time that he made it, it looked really unhealthy to me. I was watching him do this to himself, and I hated it. I hated seeing him so trapped. It's like, video games are not worth this amount of suffering. This is someone I really cared about, and I used to get so much joy out of seeing him create. For him to suddenly become angry and frustrated like this, it was the worst thing for me.
I mean, like, it seems like he's addicted to make the video games. Like, he can't stop, but he has to make the video game. He has to make the video game. He has to make the video game.
Stop more than anything. I had never felt so rotten. I needed more than I had ever needed anything for this.
There's a lamppost again.
But
And there was a person trying kinda creepy.
After finishing this one, Coda takes another 7 months and comes up with a new game.
You know what I'm taking long breaks. Anyway, I'm gonna end the video here, guys. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share this video. Hope you have a great day. See you next time. See ya.